I'm going to show you how you, in 5 shots, can learn whether you're sharp and bowling good, or if you're struggling and you need to address some issues in your game. This is quite simple. Like, I want you to throw 5 shots where you're focused, we're really focused on throwing high quality shots, and you got to keep your finish position until the ball exits the pin deck. That's simple. Keep your balance, keep your finish position, everything nice and solid. And you can do that all 5 shots pretty easily, no issues. You're probably bowling pretty well and everything's kind of good, and just keep doing what you're doing, working on your game. But if you're falling off balance, if you can't keep your balance when you're really focused just for 5 shots, and you have a shot where you fall off, or a shot that's bad, or whatever, there are some issues and you need to address those. So let's take a look here. So microphone issues don't count. So let's start over. Shot number 1. All right, focused, high quality shot, really focusing on the things I know I need to do to throw a good, high quality shot. I stayed in balance, stayed in my finished position all the way to the ball exits the pin deck, and you'd be surprised if you do that, you're probably going to throw a pretty good shot. All right, so stayed in my finished position, but I wasn't in as strong a position as I wanted the shot before, and I obviously threw it a little bit different, so something was a little off there. It wasn't bad, like, by no means would I call that a bad shot or me falling off or anything, but it was different, so something to learn from that. That was a pretty good one again. So again, just really focusing on doing it high quality, and a lot of times when we're practicing we might be in a little bit of rush, we might be tired, whatever. Maybe practicing at, let's say, 80% focus, and these small inconsistencies sneak into our game. Maybe we're not quite in our strong finish position, maybe we're falling off just a little bit earlier than we need to be, and we're not really paying attention, so we're not noticing it, we're thinking everything's good, and all of a sudden we start spraying a little bit and we're not throwing it great, and we don't understand why. But this is probably why. You're not consistent, you're not solid. All right, might just be a little bit of transition, because that one wasn't that far off where I wanted it to be, and it really hurt. I also have been throwing shots from that same spot for about 30 minutes, so might be part of it. But again, I'm really focused, just throwing it good. I'm throwing good shots, I know that. So, and I'm seeing the inconsistencies. I'm not just going 4 shots, all of them are exactly the same, not just 10 back every time. So there is something, and I need to address that. But obviously it could be a lot worse. All right, so what I learned from these 5 shots is I'm pretty solid. When I focus, I can stay in my finish position without issue. I can keep my balance without issue. Like, so everything's pretty solid. But I do have 2 shots that's definitely different. Different enough to give me a way different result. And what I'm seeing in those shots, both of those shots, is they were a little bit left of my target, and they were probably a little bit slower too. And on this, that got exaggerated. So I need to work on whatever issues in my game is causing those misses. And that's what's great about this. You go up, you throw 5 shots with super high focus. So even if you're tired, you can muster up a way of throwing 5 high quality shots. And if you can do that, then if you're struggling with good execution, it's probably more of a focus and concentration issue. But if there's inconsistencies, if there's issues, maybe you're even unable to throw 5 shots where you stay on balance, stay in your finish position. And if you can't do that for 5 consecutive high quality, really high focus shots without pressure, because you're doing it in practice, then there is some issues. It might be timing, it could be your slide sole being too slick. It could be a ton of different things, but you need to figure out what those are, and this is going to show you, okay, I actually have issues. Because a lot of the time we think, I just got to focus a little bit better and it'll be okay. But if we then actually focus and it's not okay, we need to work on stuff. So take your 5 shots and learn if you're doing the right thing or if there's something you need to work on. This can be really eye-opening and save you a ton of frustration in your next tournament if you do this and figure out what's going wrong. And it's going to show you a lot that you could spend hours and hours on the practice lanes figuring out, and a lot of money and time in tournaments figuring out that you're actually not throwing it as good as you thought you were. I'll see you in another video. I'll link some more here to help you with whatever issues you might have with your game. So thanks for watching, and see you in another video.